where we bring you the latest in-depth insights and analysis on the NBA. Today, we have a lot to unpack with Charles Barkley's recent comments about the Dallas Mavericks and what's next for the New York Knicks as they take on tough competition in the Eastern Conference. This past week, Tim Bontemps, reporting for ESPN, gave us a comprehensive look at the Knicks' opening week games and the challenges they face against top-tier teams like the Boston Celtics. It's only the start of the season, but right away, the Celtics dominated in their matchup with the Knicks. Their incredible ball movement and impressive shooting, particularly from three, were on full display. Boston went 26 for 45 from beyond the arc, putting on a show that highlighted how cohesive they are already. For many, this game is a benchmark, showing just how powerful Boston can be. But let's not overlook what this performance reveals about the Knicks. This wasn't just about Boston's offense. It also gave us insight into where New York can improve, especially on defense. Boston targeted Karl Towns in pick-and-roll scenarios right from the opening minutes, testing his defensive footwork and ability to keep up with the Celtics' offensive schemes. It showed how New York's defense might be vulnerable when facing teams with such high-caliber spacing and shooting. Now, Knicks fans might feel concerned about what this means, especially with the expectations raised by the Karl Towns and Mikal Bridges trades. Yes, the Knicks may have a few defensive gaps, but we're only a game or two into the season. It's a long road, and we should look at this team with a broader perspective. In defense of the Knicks, they have a lot of untapped potential, particularly with Jaylen Brunson's skill and leadership. Brunson's start to the season already shows us he's in great shape. He's coming off last year's wrist injury and playing some of his best basketball, keeping the Knicks competitive and confident on the offensive end. It's clear that Brunson is ready to elevate this team even further, and we saw that right out of the gate this season. So where does this leave the Knicks? As Tim Bontemps pointed out, the Knicks' performance against Boston could set the tone for a challenging but potentially rewarding season. They have another major test coming up with the Indiana Pacers, another high-tempo, fast-moving team that will again challenge New York's defensive schemes. The Pacers are known for their high-powered offense and three-point shooting, led by Tyrese Halliburton and Miles Turner. If the Knicks can adjust and hold their ground defensively against Indiana, it will be a huge sign of growth. The Knicks also have a distinct advantage in their coaching. Tom Thibodeau, known for his intense defensive schemes, has a history of building solid defenses. If anyone can get the Knicks to improve on that end of the floor, it's him. Thibodeau is familiar with how to maximize players' strengths and minimize their weaknesses. With some time, expect him to solidify their defensive rotations and find ways to make players like Towns more comfortable and effective in their roles. So, Knicks fans, don't lose hope. It's one game, and the Knicks are still figuring out their rotations and chemistry. The season is just starting, and New York is positioning itself to compete against the league's best. They've taken a big swing with these new additions, and sometimes it takes time to find that perfect fit. Karl Towns might face challenges defending against the league's best, but he has the offensive talent to make up for it. With Mikal Bridges' defensive prowess and Brunson's leadership on the floor, the Knicks have the potential to surprise us this season. In conclusion, while Boston may have set the bar, New York has a lot of opportunities to improve and adjust. Let's keep watching as the Knicks take on teams like Indiana and continue to refine their game. As they strengthen their defense and work on their rotations, there's every reason to believe they'll grow into a formidable opponent in the East. After all, championships aren't won in October. They're built over time, with hard work and adjustments. If you're as excited as we are about what's coming up for the Knicks, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to HoopZone Sport News. Leave a comment below. What do you think New York needs to improve the most? And do you believe this team has what it takes to contend in the East? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.